Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make these really cute, delicious Oreo cake pops. We're going to start off with our Oreos, 2 packs. Each pack has 13 Oreos, so that makes 26. And then we're going to take 4 ounces of cream cheese. And we're going to go ahead and whip that up in our food processor. Now let's go ahead and dump those Oreos in. Whoops. It looks like one tried to get away. This was an 8-ounce box of cream cheese, so we're gonna go ahead and cut that in half. And let's blend up our Oreos. I'm sure you could put it all together, but I wanted to do all of it separate. As you can tell, I'm a little flustered right now. This is new. My husband bought it for me for my birthday. Who wants an appliance for a birthday? Anyway, let's try to get this together. I think we got it. So yes, we're gonna grind up our Oreos first. And once we grind that up really fine, we're gonna throw in our cream cheese. Here we go. Now that everything's mixed together, it's gonna look something like this. I tried to roll the mixture right out of the food processor, but it was a little bit too soft for me, so I popped it into the freezer for about 15 minutes. I weighed these out the same as I would a normal cake pop, so about 26 to 27 grams. After all the balls were weighed and rolled, I moved them into another container to pop it in the freezer once more. I really just wanted to keep these chilled as much as possible because the mixture is a lot softer than your usual cake pop dough. So while it's chilling, let's heat up our almond bark. You'll want to heat it at 30-second intervals until smooth. From here, we're going to dip our sticks into the coating and insert them midway into our Oreo balls. Now we're going to set that aside and let that set. Now let's dip. Because the dough is so soft, the bottom can get a little flat, so you can reshape them. One tip while dipping, try to go down and up in one take. You'll want to try not to swirl it around in the coating because that'll cause your ball to fall off the stick. As you can see now, I use another stick or even a toothpick to help get off that excess chocolate. Let me show you one more example. Another tip when you're tapping off your excess chocolate, hold it at an angle upward and don't pat it downward. That's another way to get it to fall off the stick. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some sprinkles. This is my personal preference, but I like to dip my cake pops twice. I think it gives it a cleaner look, and also in case the bottom is exposed, you'll be dipping it again to cover. And that's how you make an Oreo cake pop. Made these for my grandma's 97th birthday, so I'm gonna also show you how we wrapped it. And this is the final look. What do you think?